What's up, my YouTube family? Today's video we're going to be showing you what I eat in a day to heal, nourish myself, and thrive and fuel my body for all of the amazing activities I wanted to be able to perform. Let's get to the video now. So, Jared Weiss back here with another video on the Jared and James channel. And if you didn't know that, it must mean you're not subscribed, so you know what to do. Smash that subscribe button, smash the like button, because we have a great video for you today, as we always do. So, let's get to the video. So, for today's video, I'm going to be going through every meal I have throughout the day. And like, I'm also going to be going into a little bit of like the whole like nutrition aspect of it, as well as like why eating these foods helps me. And just so you guys know, like, I apologize for the slightly nasal voice right now. Like, in the past like few days, like, I've been getting over like some expressing of symptoms, as I like to call them, some type of detox symptoms in the form of a cold, because ultimately that's all sickness is, just your body's way of trying to purge itself of toxins. And it's your body's way of trying to keep you healthy and thriving and upgrading to your environment to be able to adapt and get better. So, just a quick note on something else that like I wanted to add in here. So, like, two things. One, this video would not have been possible to be made, or at the very least, would not have been nearly as good had I made this just a few short months ago, because as you guys know, I've been dealing with all these like severe health issues. So, like, I've accomplished a lot of healing, so as a result my digestive system is now able to handle so many more foods, so therefore I'm now able to like experiment with some new cooking methods, as well as like with some new foods. So like now thankfully there's actually so much more like variety and like I'm able to have in my diet. Had I made this video like a year ago, it would have just been me eating some steak, egg, sweet potato, spinach, which wouldn't have been very exciting. So anyways, today you guys are going to get to see a full spectrum of healthy, healing, nourishing foods for me. So now part two I wanted to add in is that, so like for many years I used to like always try to follow different diets, like whether it was like keto, paleo, low fat, carnivore. Like, I don't think I ever really tried like vegetarianism, but like yeah, I don't know about that. Aside from like a few days like when my digestive issues first started, but like it's a whole nother story for another day. Also, just so you guys know, so like to start my day, like at the point I'm at now, I typically do some length of intermittent fasting. Whether purposely or not purposely, like that's just like the way that my body likes to eat. So like typically, these days at least, my last meal typically happens at around like 7 or 8 o'clock at night. And then from there, the next day, I typically have breakfast at around like 10:30 or something like that. So like I end up getting like a 15 to 16 hour fast in there, which helps like to give the digestive system like a nice break, as well as like helps me be able like to schedule my day around that, as well as like to make sure that like when I'm eating, I'm actually hungry as opposed to just eating just for the sake of eating. So, and then the other thing I want to add in is that, so like as I was just saying, like I used to always try to follow all these different types of like restrictive diets. But like ultimately, like some of those diets like were actually what I had to eat, especially because like my body wasn't able like to digest like so many different foods. But like now that I am able like to digest all these foods, what I've been able to discover is that like any type of like restrictive diet, especially ones like where like you're actually eliminating food groups, is actually not really the best for you. And also like whatever diet you follow needs to be tailored to you, because ultimately we're all different people, we all have different needs. Ultimately the diet that I eat is going to be different from the diet you should eat, as well as like the diet that someone else eats, because we all have different activity levels and we all have different health needs. Yeah, but like having said that, definitely are like some really important dietary principles that I like to follow, especially those coming from the Weston A diet, from the Weston A Foundation, as well as like the whole like Wise Traditions methods of eating, which focus on like the ways that our ancestors ate. Because doing this like isn't actually restricting foods, it's not actually restricting food groups, it's focusing on the types of foods that like our ancestors focus on, as well as like the preparation methods of cooking those foods, and because doing that is actually going to help like deactivate certain anti-nutrients, which are going to make it harder to digest foods. Following these principles has actually really been like very pivotal in my continued healing process for the past several years, and ultimately following these principles like actually helped me get back to the point where I am now able like to eat all these new foods. So like some of these principles are actually outlined in this book that I've been reading. Cowan, Fallon, Morrell, both very smart people. So anyways, like towards the end of the book, it actually mentions certain principles that are super important to be following in order to help your body thrive, stay nourished, and heal. So some of these principles are as follows. Things such as having a good amount of healthy, unprocessed animal fats in your diet, like things such as like grass-fed butter, beef tallow, duck fat, as well as like some other healthy oils, such as like coconut oil, olive oil. Then having things such as raw, unpasteurized dairy. No matter what they try to tell you, that is some of the healthiest food you could get on the planet. We've been eating that since we were born, and it's like so healthy, so healing, so nourishing, and there's so many vitamins and minerals in there, as well as like enzymes to help you like break down those foods. So like you guys are gonna get to see what I eat in a day that's been helping me to heal my body, get back to thriving. And then also like another good principle like has to do with like what I was saying before, like when it comes to like the food preparation, things such as like fermenting certain foods, sprouting grains, sprouting nuts and seeds, like to make sure like you're making them easier to digest. Also typically I also have like a whole like morning routine that like I usually follow, like which actually plays perfectly into like my whole eating day and stuff. So like I'm gonna save most of that for another video, as well as like my whole supplement routine, and that's like another piece like I want to save like for another video. But like some of what I eat, especially in the morning, like, may actually be like sort of like supplements, but like ultimately it all comes like from like natural food sources. So I wouldn't actually classify it as like supplements, but like I will be covering that in another video. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy seeing my daily eating routine. Stick to some principles from the Weston A Foundation, and these are really helpful stuff if you guys want to look them up. And enjoy the video. Enjoy my routine. Now we've made our way into the kitchen where we're going to cook up our first meal of the day. And also, pro tip, I actually almost always start my day with some oil pulling, which is not technically a supplement, and it's not technically part of my diet, but like, it is something I want to add in. So like, if you guys don't know what that is, look up the benefits of it. It's very good for keeping your oral microbiome very healthy. So we're going to do some oil pulling while we cook a meal. I will explain what's in the meal once I finish. So as you guys can see, I think this looks pretty delicious. I didn't get the eggs like in the usual shape that like I might try to get them in. It's still gonna taste delicious nonetheless. So we have some pasture-raised eggs, some pasture-raised organic bacon from ButcherBox, some Brussels sprouts cooked in beef tallow, and then I also added like some Celtic sea salt, as well as like some other healthy spices to go along with that. And then to drink we have some bone broth made, and I also added some apple cider vinegar, as well as some lemon and some fulvic and humic acid for all those health benefits. So this is going to be a very nourishing, healthy breakfast. And also, like, this is actually only course 1 of breakfast. I usually have like 2 parts to my breakfast, I guess you could say. I'll show you guys course 2 in a sec. So there's part 1 of our breakfast. Gotta look at the plate to get those extra nutrients in. Leave no nutrient unturned, or unconsumed in this case. So now for course 2 of our breakfast, we're gonna be getting in some raw milk grass-fed kefir, as well as we're gonna be adding a banana and some greens juice powder. You guys can actually find the link to the specific green juice powder I use in the Touchstone Essentials part of our description in the video down below. And I'm also going to be adding some healthy mushroom powder. So I guess like these could technically be considered supplements, but we're still going to call them food for the purposes of this video. You guys have seen me drink this already from Miller's Biofarm. Amazing stuff. So we're gonna mix all this up right here. So now we're gonna finish this up and then we'll call it breakfast. So now we finished breakfast. Delicious and nutritious as always, and as I always say, just because you're eating healthy and nutritious does not mean it has to taste bad. I mean, be honest, like, how good did that food look? Incredible. So I will see you guys after the gym when I come home from there for lunch. So guys, we just wrapped up today's workout. We had a solid leg isometric workout focus. And anyways, I also just wanted to add in, so like as you guys can tell, I'm actually back in my old gym lifetime, which is awesome, because thank God the mandates are up now. Like you guys already know like what I think about those and how like they never should have been there. We should have the freedom to make whatever decisions we want for our bodies and stuff. But I definitely covered that like in a lot of other videos. And so like anyways, like we're going to continue to promote health, positivity, positive messages. It's definitely great to be back here. As much as I loved being at Elite, like and like as much as I love the owners, like I was like so grateful for everything they did for me. Lifetime, like for anyone who's known me for all these years, like Lifetime like has been like second home to me like for a lot of years. It definitely felt like one of those things like you don't realize like how much you miss like until it's gone. So we're back again. So hopefully the mandates don't come back. But like it's out of my control. Anyways, we're gonna keep promoting love, positivity, good health, peace. So I'm gonna head home for lunch now. So now that we're home from the gym, it's time to cook up some grub, or as I call it, gains. Time to refuel with those calories, as well as some protein, some carbs, and of course some healthy fats. So let's see what we have here. We have a grass-fed strip steak. We have some sweet potato, and we're also gonna throw some broccoli in there. Let's make it happen. So while we're waiting for the steak to cook up, there was just like one other thing that like I realized I left out before. As you guys heard, like I mentioned Weston A. So like a lot of you guys like probably don't know like who that is. So like I just want to give you like some background as like why his like dietary principles like and like overall health principles like are so good. So like he was a dentist back in, I'm pretty sure it was like the early 1900s, I believe. Hopefully I didn't get that wrong. And he discovered by studying certain tribes that like the members who stuck to their more primitive diets as opposed to adopting modern diets actually had no cavities, as well as like much fewer health issues. So he was able to like delve into the issue deeper, and like he was discovered why that actually was. So I could definitely go more into that in another video, but like that's just like some background as like why all these principles like apply like to my diet, like as was my healing process. So as you guys can see, steak is out of the oven, looking scrumptious to say the least. Got grass-fed strip steak, as well as sweet potato with some ghee in there and some cinnamon on top, and then we have some broccoli roasted in olive oil. If I do say so myself, it's looking pretty good to me. So once again, healthy food does not have to taste bad. It could taste amazing. And to be honest, like in my opinion, healthy food tastes better than like low quality junk food. I don't know, that's just me. Let me know in the comments if you guys agree with that. So now we're gonna eat this lunch, and then I'll see you for dinner after that for our third and final meal of the day. Fallon sometimes has to eat first, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta poll Instagram to see what they think of this meal. If you guys aren't following me there already, make sure you do that now. Delicious. So also, as you guys can see here, we got protein and B vitamins as well as other vitamins from the steak. We got sweet potato and broccoli for our starch and veggies. as well as like some high quality complex carbohydrates to refuel post workout, as well as some ghee butter for those fat soluble vitamins, which are super important, as well as like phytonutrients and that come from the broccoli. So we have a nice complete meal here. And we just finished our last bite of lunch, another delicious nutritious meal, and I will see you guys for our last meal of the day, being dinner, in about 3-4 hours or so. See you guys then. So guys, in the interest of not letting this video get too long, I'm just going to show you guys my dinner pretty quickly, I guess. But it's another delicious meal we have here. We have some eggs with sweet potatoes, spinach, and some spices. And so, anyways, this video was actually originally supposed to be like a pretty short video, but like since I am like a very thorough person, not always possible. But anyways, I'm gonna enjoy this dinner now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this type of video, and also let me know if you guys want to see more of these types of videos. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Peace.